What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Blue Jays Today. We are almost officially at the off season, which means free agents, it means trades, and we're starting to see some pretty big predictions tied to the Toronto Blue Jays. As we all know, that offense is a big area of concern for next year, especially if they want to be a competitive ball club, and addressing it this off season is going to be crucial. Guerrero, as incredible as he is, needs to have some protection in that lineup, and the player that we're going to be discussing today could absolutely provide that. Off-season rumors have been heating up about who the Toronto Blue Jays are actually going to end up with, and it's looking like a lot of people are predicting that guy is going to be Anthony Santander. What's up, folks, and welcome back to the channel. In this one, we're going to be talking about how a lot of MLB analysts are predicting the Toronto Blue Jays to go out and sign top free agent Anthony Santander this offseason and discuss the likelihood of this actually happening. Before we get into it, I encourage you guys to hit the like and smash the subscribe button if you enjoy Blue Jays content and discussion so you don't miss any future videos. All right, folks, let's get into it. So to kick things off, let's just first refamiliarize everyone with how good Anthony Santander is. Santander is a 30-year-old right fielder who for the entirety of his career played with the Baltimore Orioles and found a decent amount of success. In the first 8 years that he spent with them, we can see that he was slowly getting better and better, and all of that came together this past year when he put up his best season yet. Santander finished off the 2024 campaign with 44 bombs, 102 RBIs, and an OPS of 814. That type of production is exactly what the Toronto Blue Jays have been missing, and it's what they need to add this offseason. The batting average for Santander was a bit low at 235, but when you provide as much slug as he does, we can let that one slide. Now, because of this incredible season, that list of suitors for Anthony Santander is going to be long, and his price tag is gonna be high, but even so, a lot of people are predicting that the Toronto Blue Jays are gonna come out on top in terms of his sweepstakes. Sportsnaut writes, the Toronto Blue Jays would love to have Juan Soto, but that seems unlikely. Alex Bregman would be another huge addition to the Blue Jays lineup, but Toronto might need to overpay to keep him from choosing between allegiances to the Houston Astros or joining AJ Hinch in Detroit. That leaves Anthony Santander. The 30-year-old corner fielder is coming off of a career-high 44 home runs this past season, and he's averaged 35 home runs and 95 RBIs per season with a 795 OPS over the last 3 years. Plus, this takes some talent away from the Baltimore Orioles. Now, the contract that they predicted Santander would sign in this article was for 5 years at $115 million, which is definitely a decent chunk of change, but not completely out of the question for the Toronto Blue Jays. And Sportsnaut isn't the only one that thinks this. Jackson Roberts of the Sporting News writes, Baltimore Orioles outfielder Anthony Santander is set to become a free agent after a career year at age 28. Insider Jim Bowden of The Athletic listed the Blue Jays as a top fit for Santander, projecting the switch-hitting slugger would land a 7-year, $150.5 million contract. Now, it's great that all of these people are predicting that the Toronto Blue Jays are going to get this done, but we know Ross Atkins, we know this team, and we know how he manages this team. So as Toronto Blue Jays fans, is this something that we could actually see Ross Atkins going out and doing? Well, this probably isn't the answer that a lot of you are looking for, but maybe. Whoa, time for a quick shout out to the sponsor of this video. Hit your picks and knock it out of the park with Betway. Scan the QR code down below to join the action. Only available in Ontario. Must be 19 years of older to participate. Please play responsibly. Now, everyone, back to the content. On one hand, the fit is definitely there for the Jays. We certainly need more offense. We could use someone in the outfield, and Santander checks all of the boxes, but On the other hand, Ross Atkins typically doesn't go in for somebody like Santander. During his postseason press conference, Atkins made it clear that he still isn't buying into power and said that power is low-hanging fruit to add. He also went on to say it's clear that contact is exceptionally important in the playoffs. That's proven. So balancing that with power additions is obviously very important, but I don't think it's as simple as just plug in a power bat. It should also be noted that Santander's defensive abilities aren't the best, and as we know, Ross Atkins goes kind of crazy for somebody with good defense. In conclusion, I think that it is great that the Toronto Blue Jays are being linked to somebody like Anthony Santander, and I do believe that bringing him onto this ball team would 100% help them moving forward and in being competitive in 2025. I think the only reason that I'm hesitant to fully buy in and believe that this team is capable of getting this done is because of Ross Atkins and because of the way that he manages this team. Time will tell if the Toronto Blue Jays actually decide to pull the trigger or not, but for the sake of 2025, I really hope that some of these analysts got this prediction right. But folks, let me know what you think about all this in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, go Jays go.